The Hedgehog I know was one I just remember as a kid, and then there's also like a Tony Hawk game I think as well.
I have not played Bioshock 1 in a very long time, but it is one of my favorite It is definitely in my top 10 favorite games. I am not sure how much is that's changed now, and I've been meaning to go back to it because I want to know if I still think it's probably one of my favorite games. And I also want to know if I hate Bioshock 2 as much as I used to back then, because I actually did not like that game like at all when I first played it.
So for some reason, Bioshock I'm playing the remastered version because it's just easier. Um, it has a fucking launcher.
No.
Okay.
For some reason, it has the a 2K launcher for no fucking reason. It's like why?
Thanks, 2K.
That's weird.
I was gonna play this on 9/11, then I realized, oh god, the intro.
Well, I've never seen the intro, so this will
Wait
be
a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That bell. Oh wait, no, that's Bioshock Infinite. Bioshock Infinite is definitely one who's a game that people's opinions have definitely differentiated on. I remember when that game came out and everyone thought it was one of the best games ever made, and now people look back on it and say it's dog shit.
It's one of the games that I remember playing at launch, and then never again.
Bioshock Infinite at launch. It was one of my most hyped games ever, and I beat it within 2 days. I remember I played that game for like 8 hours straight the first time I got it, and like I I remember really thinking that game was amazing. But again, nowadays people are just like Bioshock Infinite was not very good. And like I never liked Bioshock Infinite as much as Bioshock 1.
Well, you liked it for another reason.
Okay, well, I get yeah. Elizabeth is
there was
cute.
there was a lot of Elizabeth porn.
Like Elizabeth sparked the next generation of SFM porn. I wish I was kidding. And I wish I was kidding.
I think I saw a friend play this a few times back when Blockbuster was a thing, because he would rent this every so often. So I've seen like a few things. Like I remember seeing something with like a person with a movie, like red carpet intro thing, and then he had to beat him up, and that was it.
I really, like. I mean, I still remember. I still remember like, because by the time Bioshock Infinite came out, I had already beaten this game like twice over by then.
Yeah.
And like but even when I was playing Bioshock Infinite for the first time, I still really liked it. But I didn't think it was as good as Bioshock 1, honestly. That probably still is true. Also, I have never played the DL Infinite for Bioshock Infinite, so.
Oh, the Burial at Sea DLC?
Yeah, I have that, though.
I'm in the same boat. I never played the DLC. I beaten the base game, but never touched the DLC.
When did Bioshock come out? Was it 2007?
2006 or 7, because it was like really, really early on the 360. This was also the first game that I saw on PC that required like a gigabyte of RAM, and I thought, holy shit, that's a lot.
It really is the new age of gaming.
And this is why I didn't play it in a couple days ago.
Why?
No reason. Definitely not.
Well, it's just the intro of The Lost.
I'm gonna do my best to get all.
I can't swim.
This is like. No, I'm gonna do my best to get all the audio logs. I am gonna skip one though, and it's like the second to last one before like the big twist. Propaganda? What? What do you mean propaganda?
It's a door.
This intro still slaps, though. By the way, this is like the one thing I always remember about this game. This like intro is still like amazing.
This game used to scare the shit out of me when it first came out. Like, just the atmosphere, just like...
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those games that's not horror. Definitely does, like, spook me a little bit.
I wouldn't... It does have lots of horror elements, but yeah, I wouldn't call it a full horror game.
That's been, like, my biggest thing, I think, for the longest time. Like, even after, the early 2010s, I was kind of getting into some horror video game stuff before I backed away from it completely. But I never did give this game a shot because I remember seeing my friend play this for the short time he did.
I love the
game
little, like,
was very,
beyond
very
the seesaw.
unsettling.
And I really like that atmosphere too. That's just something that the games after this one just don't really seem to capture all that well. And I know Bioshock 2 takes place in the same area, but the atmosphere is like not as different because Bioshock 2 is like much more about like the shooting mechanics and stuff like that. And this one is more about like, you know, exploring and like really appreciating like the design of like the world and things like that. But like 2 is not really so much like that, which is why I think it's not as scary.
I am Andrew Ryan, and I'm here to ask you a question. Is a man not entitled to the sweat of his
Where's the
brow?
projector?
No, says the man in Washington. It belongs to the poor. No.
Oh,
says
right,
the
no
man
politics
the
in video
Vatican.
games, by the
It
way, so,
belongs to God.
we have to stop
Oh,
this.
so
No,
this
says
is
the
why
man in Moscow.
this game is the only one
It belongs
actually
to
on the
everyone.
list.
Well, there's a lot more stuff going on. The whole thing about Rapture is supposed to be a free nation underwater where politics happen. It's probably the easiest way to describe it.
I think there was also novelizations of these games. I'm pretty sure.
Probably. I mean, I couldn't tell you because I didn't.
The artist would not fear the censor, where the
Familiar with it.
scientist would not be bound by petty morality, where the great would not be constrained by the small. And with the sweat of your
Actually, I'll just look it up right now.
Rapture can become your city as well.
Bioshock novel.
That speech still goes hard. I used to have that part of the speech memorized. The part where he says I chose up to the part where he says I chose Rapture.
I remember Bioshock 2 had like an ARG, and I don't remember if it led to anything.
I'm gonna assume no.
Do you remember the trailer for Bioshock 2?
Yeah.
Yes, I do remember that trailer.
Actually.
And how they immediately dropped the fucking like subtitle? It was called Bioshock 2 Sea of Dreams, and like it played the song Dreams by the Pied Piper.
Oh.
And then like everything came out, and it's like, oh yeah, no, this game went through a bit of development hell, and we had to cancel a lot of shit. It was like, well, fuck.
Kind of like the Bioshock game that came after that.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. Bioshock's Infinite like first trailer was really good.
I know. That was what got me so hyped for the game in the first place. I was like, oh my god, a Bioshock sequel, and it looks like this?
You have some sections like it, but yeah, it's not.
Yeah,
Right, I should. Can I turn on subtitles? I don't know why dialogue subtitles was like not on.
Oh, does this game have like directors comment? Like you can listen to the directors like commentating over the game itself while you play? Wow, the only game I've ever seen do that was Sly Cooper.
Why did that not save? Yeah, dialogue subtitles on.
It probably has to go to the next line of dialogue or something.
Probably.
Also, it's getting stabbed, so outside of just stabbing noises.
This used to be much more scarier back into 360. Ooh, spooky.
Would you kindly pick up that shortwave radio?
Okay, now the subtitles are picking up.
So since the city's like underwater and stuff, is there ever any like swimming out there at any point in the series?
Nope.
No.
The closest we get is in Bioshock 2, because you play as a Big Daddy, so you have like the sea walking suits,
Yeah.
and the best you do is just like casually walk.
Okay.
Just a bit further. How do you like that, mister?
It just disappeared up there.
Find a crowbar or something. Bloody splicer. Seal Johnny in before they... Ah, damn splicers.
Yeah, I played this intro way too much to know what to do. Bonk, bonk, bonk.
I'm kind of seeing where you remember that old game that got shown off at E3 a few years ago, We Happy Few?
Yeah. Did that game
Yeah.
ever come out?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, it did.
It wasn't very good. Apparently the writing's at least pretty decent, but the gameplay, yeah, not so much.
That's a shame because that definitely could have been something that could have sort of like be akin to Bioshock 1, but like it's a shame that it didn't really catch on.
Well, there's that Bioshock-like game that's coming out. Well, Infinite-like game that's coming out. I forgot what it's called. I think I saved it on.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't remember what it's called either, actually.
Yeah. Like it's still like in development, but it looked like interesting. All right. Excuse me while I inject myself with drugs.
First thing I would do if I came to this town.
Steady now. Your genetic code is being rewritten. Just hold on and everything will be fine.
Don't worry, bro. Your genetic code is just being rewritten. It's nothing.
This little fish looks like he just had his cherry popped. Wonder if he's still got some Adam on him. Let's buck way.
Funny enough, there's like few cutscenes in this game that are like these.
Yeah, there's not a lot of them.
Does it do mostly like environmental storytelling?
Yeah, so I think
That or they
Kinda
do
like-
like the in-game cutscenes kind of thing.
yeah.
Okay. Probably
Li-
something similar
like-
to Far Cry.
I would say more similar to like Half-Life for a bit, because there's a lot of sections that you see happening, and then
Oh, okay.
but you'll see it like in front of you instead of like interact with it.
Look, Mr. Bubbles, it's an angel. I can see light coming from his belly. Wait a minute, he's still breathing. It's all right. I know he'll be an angel soon.
Sackboy's rival from PlayStation All-Stars.
Yep. I'm still wondering why he was considered a PlayStation All-Star.
Yeah, me too.
Seeing how this game started off as an Xbox exclusive, and then then his stage was Columbia, right?
Yeah, because Infinite was coming out.
Yeah, so
Oh, apparently, I have the Wikipedia page open for Bioshock. Apparently, there's also a movie or a Netflix adaptation that's in development.
I love seeing all of like this water pressure shit here. Is there someone around here? Hello, cat. For some reason, like, Rapture also has, like, a shit ton of dead cats that they probably eat or some shit. You know how things are.
Well, hey, you gotta eat something down here, I guess.
I remember back in the day when I would see this game, it just like, because around this time, 2006 or so, I remember Oblivion, and like how you would have your magic in one hand, your weapon in the other, sort of gameplay.
Yeah.
And used to think like, huh, these two just look similar to me.
Some of the later plasmids gets like really broken, so.
I've got a family. I need to get them out of here. But the splicers have cut me off from them. If you can reach them in Neptune's bounty, then maybe, just maybe. I know you must feel like the unluckiest man in the world right now. But you're the only hope I'll ever see my wife and child again. Go to Neptune's bounty. Find my family, please.
I'm guessing you also have like a thing that tells you which way to go.
Yeah,
Right
there's
there.
a little arrow up there.
Changed everything. They destroyed our bodies.
How do I zoom in?
We couldn't handle it.
Ah, there we go.
Best friends butchering one another.
Good old iron sights.
Strangled in cribs. The whole city went to hell.
Guns are really good in this game when you're like mob, but if you're doing single, like if you're dealing with one person, it's literally just easy just to zap them, then just hit them. Also, you see ghosts. That never really gets explained, but
I see dead people.
yeah.
I can control my.
Yeah.
You can do what?
T. Hear your audio logs. I think this is the game that started like the phenomenon of just like I picked up an item, now I have to listen to it. That's the way out.
If not this game, it definitely was the one that like made games see a emergence from them.
Yeah.
I still think my favorite joke about that is in the Stick of Truth, where it's like the guy's on the alien ship. He's like, I keep seeing these audio logs and I have to keep picking them up.
Charlie, where you go?
Well, she took more than one hit. She must be like, this girl's good. I keep seeing that fucking clip of the Speedoru MVC. This is like optic blast, optic blast. Man, this guy's good. Hey, people in the water.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
There's a lot of I guess this would be considered environmental puzzles.
Yeah, there's like environmental interactions in this game too, which I thought was like the coolest shit in the world when I first saw it.
I've been playing some Baldur's Gate 3 again, and one of the builds I looked up for like Shadowheart is basically where you use conjure water with electric blasts.
Another New Year's.
Yeah.
So that's like the first thing I thought of.
Out and you're stuck in Hephaestus. Working. Huh. Imagine my surprise.
Also, another fun thing. Certain items, like pet bars, like which is just food, will raise your health and some like mana. Stickers do the opposite, but they increase your mana with a side effect of a couple health.
Are the upgrades permanent, or are they just like temporary based on?
No, they're just like refills. So like, just small foods that you just find around, like you can just eat, like in this, like at the spot. The big two things are just medkits and Eve, which is like the blue thing that you see me keep injecting myself in. Yeah.
Part's sick.
The genetic material that keeps the wheels of Rapture turning. Everybody wants it. Everybody needs it.
I like how you can see the guy spawn.
Yeah.
If you know where you're looking, but and then they despawn.
And you, from what I remember anyway, you always have the option to either fight them or not, correct? Although I'm assuming you don't want to fight them.
Yes and no. So the whole later is you're able to upgrade your health with a bigger bar, have different power-ups. That gets all done through gathering Atom, which is what you get from either rescuing or absorbing a little sister.
Okay.
If you save them, there's a couple endings. Like there's both a good and a bad.
Yeah. Although there is technically 3. There's
right, because
one
it's
if
like
you
the
kill them all. There's one if you don't rescue all the little sisters and like leave some or harvest, or if you don't, if you get, yeah, there's one where you kill them all, there's one where you save them all, and one where you're in the middle.
Okay, so
yeah.
Undertale.
Yeah, but the one where you're in the middle honestly does not change much. It's almost exactly the same as the one where you kill all the little sisters. The voice is just different, and there's like a couple lines of dialogue that are different. But the
Yeah.
cutscene that it shows you is basically the same.
And I think the canon ending is the good ending, if I recall.
Yeah.
And this is still that era where like things aren't automatic, so you do need to like hit your health bar and properly refill. Like the refill on your plasmids is automatic. If you're empty out, you'll refill it no matter what. Your health, though, you do have to watch your health because you will. That's not like an instant refill if you get hit with it.
Okay, so regenerative health is not a thing.
No.
No.
Is that the case for all 3 games, or is it only this one?
I'm pretty sure it's all
Infinite has a shield, if I recall.
Oh yeah. Infinite does have the shield. I forgot about that.
I'm waiting for the electricity to go away so I can just loot these corpses. Cool.
It's just funny because they pause and he just, by the time they're jumping, like, oh shit.
This upcoming area I'm not a fan of, mostly because I'm not a fan of hospitals. So, yay.
My brother doesn't like hospitals either. When I went to the hospital 2 months ago, he was actually very nervous going to go visit me because he doesn't like hospitals.
I totally get that.
So tell me, friend, which one of the bitches sent you? The KGB wolf or the CIA jackal? Here's the news.
Honestly, my least favorite part whenever I go to a hospital, which is not often, but it's seeing like the robots go out of the elevator. That shit's so unnerving.
Oh no, they're breaking in. Spooky noises. God. I don't know. It's something about like the underwater atmosphere and just like I will say for some reason I want to say the corpses is what makes it very nice, but I'm like no.
Not like that, you sicko.
If you die, this is where you respawn from. These chambers.
Is it just like a clone of you, or is it just like you respawn?
It's just a respawn.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no. This isn't like Borderlands 2 where there's actually an explanation behind it.
I still think my favorite one is in Destroy All Humans. If you die,
it's just another clone.
Yeah, it's like literally clone number XXX and then like 7, then 8, and 9.
All right, so the hacking minigame. It's really hard. I need one to go. There we go. And yep, that's hacking.
Oh well, thank God that you're good at it. I thought we were gonna be here all day.
Vending machines are what you standard think. You can buy items and all that stuff. You can also just hack it and get better deals.
Come back when you get some money, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
Do you have like a? So I can see you're clicking on the things. Do you have like a limited amount of things you can like in terms of like the exclamation? I mean the question marks.
Yeah, that's all your. That's all what you have. Like that's your entire leeway.
And I'm assuming this part's time because if you fail this, you fail the hack.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then everything's cheaper, so. I always recommend getting like ammo first, then medkits, because you can find a lot of medkits like everywhere.
Dr. Steinman said he was today. Ryan didn't come to see me since the New Year's attack, not once. But Dr. Steinman was very attentive. He told me that once the scar tissue was gone, he was gonna fix me right up. Make me prettier than any girl I've ever seen. Be alright. I'm so interested in my case.
I also see this game though was during the time when ragdolls were very commonplace to be fun. You just see them roll everywhere.
Oh yeah, no, this uses Unreal for like, just for like, you could tell it uses Unreal and like Havoc, I think. So just nothing but ragdolls.
But I don't expect them to hand it to you out of the milk of human kindness. Steinman ain't that kind, and frankly, I'm not even sure he's still human. Now you've wrapped up the cage. Here they come.
Get ready to be hearing like those beeping sounds because that's just our my mini turret.
When did this remaster come out?
A couple years ago, if I recall. Like right before the PS5 was announced, like in that general area.
Okay, so around 2017, 2018-ish.
Yeah. It was like around the same time where like all of the fucking like Unreal games were being remastered.
Look at it! Look at it!
I told you to look at it.
You keep an eye peeled for Steinman. The daft bastard
say though, now seeing this game in action for a little bit, there's a few ASMR artists I watch that have created like certain storylines, and it's now like, okay, yeah, that was 100% Bioshock inspired. I think probably the most by default would probably be Atlas ASMR. He made one that's like, I think, very Infinite inspired.
I mean, and the character's name is Atlas. Yeah, definitely.
Well, I think he was going by Atlas before he made that video.
Oh! His name is Atlas. I thought the guy's name in the story was Atlas. Never mind.
No. It's not like the same one-to-one. It's not in Rapture, but it's in like a floating city. But also like how like I'm seeing like the world here is kind of working with like the quote-unquote magic system and stuff.
What could I do to make my features finer? With Adam and my scalpel, I have been transformed. But is there not something?
I was trying to do iron sights, but okay.
What if now it is not my skill that fails me, but my imagination?
The weapons mods in this game is also really fucking dumb. Because it literally just like, alright, how more steampunky can we make it?
Yeah, they just fucking slap a bunch of like pipes and scraps on the fucking thing.
Yeah, no, it's hilarious.
When you say mods, you mean like weapon modifications or mods for like
weapon
No,
modifications.
like in the game, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like you can upgrade your weapons and stuff in this game.
And they look so dumb, but I love them. And there is like there is hacking difficulties. Like it'll say some of them are harder, some of them are easier.
You know, I don't mind the hacking in this game, but I know a lot of people really don't like it at all.
The ones from Bioshock 2 were easy because it's just timing.
Yeah, maybe. I guess maybe they just kind of heard about how people just didn't like it, so they just kind of changed it so dramatically into.
Yeah.
But in 2, it's like it's base. It barely. It might as well not even be there. It's so easy.
No, like even the auto hacks, like in that one, they're kind of useless because it's so easy like to hack in 2. It's like, why are they even there?
I feel like if maybe it was a little bit more varied, because if that's like the only hacking kind of game in the game, I could understand that.
When Picasso became bored of painting people, he started representing them as cubes and other abstract forms. The world called him a genius. I've spent my entire surgical career. Security cameras. I can hear the infernal things all around.
Atlas is like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Cameras, another thing that I guess are kind of annoying. Because they see you, it just alerts like all the enemies around you.
I mean, if you were just gonna kill them anyway, I mean, I could see where they're bum rushing you, that would be an issue, but if you can just handle it, then you would clean up the entire room then at that point faster, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but then you're just wasting ammo for like other things. Because like big daddies take a lot of like ammo to kill. So you're better off just conserving all your ammo for like big daddies.
Especially when I was playing this game on like the harder difficulties, like I was using the wrench a lot because I needed to save my ammo for big daddies.
Yeah. And these are perks you get. You have a limited amount of perks you can equip. You can change them in certain areas, but it always gonna depend. But 9 times out of 10, you could literally just brute force an encounter if it's like a 1v1. And now we have our second plasmid.
Light up foes to 1,000 degrees. Warning, fire spreads.
No, no, enemies are coming in our area. What should we do?
Oh, good idea.
Ooh, some gin. Oh, you can also get drunk in this game.
Yeah.
It doesn't really do much. It literally just makes you woozy, but like that's it. I'll rip my thing. Right, did you ever use the map or no? Because, like, the arrow is usually a pretty good guide to, like, show you where things are.
Can't say I did because I haven't played this game.
No, asking Nick.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah,
You cut out there for a second. I thought you were talking to somebody in your chat. Sorry.
No.
Yeah, I remember I did, but I mean, if I were, I mean, I would probably still use it now if I went back to it, because like I just can't really remember because it's been such a long time since I played this game. But yeah, I remember using the map.
Oh man, what was she mourning? Oh, an ammo box. 01451. Okay. I wonder where that goes to.
I'll stand on the wooden cabinet that's next to the fire. I am totally safe because of video games.
Wait, what was it? 014? What?
I think it was 0451.
Yeah. Okay. Different kind of ammos also do different damage, as you can tell. It's not worth hacking.
Is it a perk in later games where you can like dual wield, or is that also in this game?
No, I don't think you can dual wield in any of them.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think that's a thing in any of them. It's just because I mean, your left hand is always the plasmid and your right's always the weapon.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe in Bioshock 2, maybe you can make it so that you have 2 guns or 2 plasmids, but that's if that's what you mean. But that's about it.
Okay.
They're giving me a lot of armored piercing rounds.
I wonder if there's a Big Daddy fight coming.
Not yet. He appears after we get our first Atom. Oh, I didn't see it.
I did like the Tommy gun reload animation.
All them machines will short out right from you hit them with
You do take friendly fire, though. Oh, these are always fun. So enemies can't heal themselves. So if you see a health like area, hack it immediately, because they get stunned, and you just get the health. I think a health back for free. So it's always worth going for them.
German prison camp. Only at 16 years old when I
Oh, hey,
realized I
Tannenbaum.
have love for science.
You might be important later.
German doctor. He make experiment. Sometimes he makes scientific error. I tell him of this error. And this make him angry. But then he asks, how can a child know such a thing? I tell him sometimes I just know. He screams at me. Then why tell me? Well, I said if you are going to do such things, at least you should do them properly.
Come on. I'm an idiot. There was one
Yeah,
right here. I'm like,
I was kind of wondering, like, what's he doing?
oh, look. Don't worry about it.
I mean, I can't say shit.
Heal yourself. Heal yourself now.
Simon, I know medical pavilion is your matter, but you might want to cogitate on this. Ocean water is colder than a witch's tip. You don't heat the pipes freeze. Pipes freeze, pipes burst, then ratchet leaks. Now, I realise you're a posh sort of geezer, and frankly, I don't give a toss if you piss or go fishing. But once Rapture starts leaking, the old girl's never gonna stop. And then I'll be sure to tell Ryan he's got you to thank.
Do I deal with a shotgun or deal with that later?
If you got the stuff to deal with it, I'd say do it now.
My answer is always shotgun, to be honest.
Oh. Right, I forgot about the rocket launcher here. Yeah. Oh, you can also just buy out a hack. So if you have money, you can just buy out, like, the thing. It's not really recommended, because, like, again, hacking is kind of easy. Yeah, you go attack that.
It's like, where's the kaboom?
There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
Oh, there's special ones, like these ones make it slower.
Okay.
For like just to like buy you just enough time, like in case you need to do something. So.
Now, do any of these get like, and it's because I've seen like how later puzzles in that game were like Saw.
Like, what do you mean?
In Saw, there was the electric puzzles that you would do where you had to flip the switches and shit.
No, thankfully this is pretty much all you would see. Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah, as you can see, it's a bit slowing down, so it's just easier stuff. Also, for some reason, this game likes bad jump scares. Like, I'm talking like FNAF style jump scares. Right, shows the thing here.
And while you're hacking, like enemies can't just come up and hit you for no reason, right?
No, it's like the pause from GoldenEye.
I'd say like the Ratchet and Clank.
Ah, here we go. Yeah, just wrench is Like, your wrench is really good. Like, this does a decent amount of damage. Even, like, by endgame, like, I still use the wrench.
Yeah, I still was too, so.
There's a later perk that if an enemy hits you, they get electrified. And that one's probably, like, one of the most broken ones in the game. Is there anything else I need here? No, not really. Alright. Come on. Yeah, there we go. So, later some will be like, hacks will trigger alarms. Depending if you fail or, like, if you spend enough time, like, not doing it, you know? I think the worst ones are the, yeah, there's a candle like right there. And you'll see, because they're very special, like, squares that you can't touch at all. So.
I think we come across one already.
Yeah. I wonder what's gonna happen behind me. Hello.
See, if I was playing the game normally, that would have probably made me just jump.
Yeah.
It's
All
because
right,
I played this so long.
This game is officially too scary, sorry.
Yeah.
Like, I can watch a person play it, but it's like playing it myself. Like, I do not do good with that stuff.
Oh yeah, no. When I first played this game did give me a couple, like, jump scares. She was saying something. I didn't hear.
Fucking ass.
I know there's a way to get through there, but I totally forgot how.
Is it just opening the door?
Maybe.
I would personally really love, probably because I just love both of these games so much, I would really love if this game got a remake on par with the Dead Space remake, to be honest. I don't know how likely that is to happen, but I would really like it if it happened.
I would love to see it like an actual proper game, like this running like in full-on ray tracing, like all the reflections, because like everything's moist, so everything would be reflected, you know. So like, I think it'll look cool, like just a whole-on, full-on like remake.
Has there been like reshade stuff that's been put in for the game?
Probably. I haven't seen, but yeah, probably. I mostly haven't seen because I played this game like vanilla. Yeah, ray tracing water. Hey Triforce, how you doing?
It'll be Watergate. I was gonna say water.
The water, the puddle gate from
Triforce, you're my favorite MacGuffin.
God, that's so stupid.
Shoddy time.
Oh yeah.
What?
And then games like this, just give me the shotgun.
Ooh.
That fucking sting. I'm a simple man. I hear gun go. And I'm happy.
I need just the.
I really like the shotgun in Ultra Kill.
Come on.
And I really like the shotgun.
You can get me.
And I really like the shotgun in the Doom games.
Oh yeah, no, those are great.
All of those have really good, real crunchy ass sound. Oh, and the shotgun in Resident Evil 4, that one too.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, especially the Riot one.
Yeah. I'm just like, yeah, that's the crunchy shit I'm looking for.
So if you kill enough enemies, they'll eventually despawn, like their bodies, and you'll just see a lockbox. So if you just see them around, it literally just means there's still items in there.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty nice detail, though.
Yeah.
I think in recent memory, my favorite shotgun was probably the one from Red Dead 2.
I didn't play that game, but I'll believe you.
It's really good.
The shotgun or the game?
Both. It's like, yeah, you should play it. It's a great game.
Let me follow the arrow. Where does it want to lead me? Because I can get one more thing, but I feel like I'll be getting that early. Oh, right.
All I care about is why is this one born strong and that one weak? This one smart, that one stupid. All that killing. You think the Germans could have been interested in something useful?
Spooky. So, woke up to more Xbox layoffs news and then saying COD has to push Game Pass ups or what the... Man, I don't know what's going on with Xbox.
It's called the It's called the Activision Blizzard deal. It did. I'd
What
honestly say that
great. What did Microsoft do?
More layoffs.
it was about 650, I think, if I read the article right. But
Jesus.
I really think it's just that whole Activision deal they were so desperate to get. It's like it's what it's basically just been like an absolute shit show ever since that happened. Is what I'm trying to say. I was trying to equate it to something else, but I can't think of it.
Yeah. No, like, well, I don't know. I stopped playing Call of Duty years ago, so like, them buying like COD doesn't mean anything to me.
Same. And there's already like they bought these studios that they haven't done jack and shit with, and anytime they have tried, they fucked it up. Because you had Halo Infinite, you had Redfall.
What's going on with gaming in general? To be honest, is the question I want.
I'm just like,
well, the whole thing is that they're spending way too much time on game development for games that like have no real like worth. Is probably the best way to describe it.
Like, I had this talk the other day with my friend Aki on his stream where, like, nowadays, like, you know, the AAA industry just wants to make these games that either are all about monetization to the point because they want to make money the cheapest
Or they
way
want it to
possible.
be Fortnite.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's where you get a game like Concord that comes out that it's, like, way too little too late. And on top of that, just no marketing being invested in anything, which shocks me the most.
I think the main. I don't even think those were the problems with Concord. I think it's because the game was just fucking shit.
I mean, I heard it was fine, but it was just boring. That was the thing.
Yeah, and also because it's 2024, people don't want to pay $40 for a hero shooter.
Yeah, but I'm just more meaning like that they're trying to make like these games to be as cheap as possible, but also because, like, to use Sony as an example, because this kind of talk has been coming up because of Astrobot coming out, and the game was made with not a very big team, and is considered to be like one of the best PlayStation games that's come out in recent years. When you had a game like Concord get, you know, over $100 million reportedly put into it, and then it dies within 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Why don't they like it? We spent $250 million on this. What is this shit?
You know, I actually, I did look into it. Well, or just say my friend Aki did on my stream because I asked them what lasted longer, the day before or Concord. It was actually the day before.
The day before lasted longer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad.
Welcome to the circus of value.
It is funny that they
the
got rid
guy-
of the Circus of Values voice in Bioshock 2.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't say anything, so it's like
Cringe.
guess
I
they'll
do
join.
remember hearing about how like the guy that made Lawbreakers, who was the guy that made Gears of War, by the way,
Cliff Blazinski, yeah.
was just like, yeah, Concord devs, I know what you're going through right now. I was like, yeah, I guess he does. But his game lasted like a year. Concord's lasted like
You gonna throw it back at me?
less than a week.
There we go.
I mean, kind of the unfortunate thing is, even nowadays, I mean, I'm sure there are outliers in this, but like, the chances of us kind of going back to that time when like Sony would be more experimental with their games and stuff like that, like with your platformers and other RPGs that Astrobot really likes to do, the chances of them doing that are not going to be very high because ever since The Last of Us's like huge success, that's kind of been their whole bread. I mean, well, probably not even just Last of Us, really. You could even argue Uncharted too, that where they wanted to do more single player, quote unquote, movies, I guess.
As someone who genuinely does like Uncharted, I am really glad that like, you know, Uncharted seems to like kind of be over. I mean, I'm sure at one point they'll bring it back.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
I'd like either like a reboot of it of some kind, but either that or like a kind of like as a follow up to 4, because 4 I thought was just the perfect ending for Drake.
Yeah. I also hope that 4 is just like a good ass game. Honestly,
Oh, yeah,
I think all of them are just good ass games. I mean, I know people are just like, haha, movie game, but I'm just like, oh, did you play it?
I mean, I've said this, like I grew up with Crash Bandicoot and Jak and Daxter, and Jak and Daxter is my favorite Naughty Dog game they've ever made, but my favorite series that Naughty Dog's made is Uncharted.
I need to spend $700 on a console real quick. Just give me a bit. Fucking hell. Did you see Jeff Keighley try to be like, well, if you adjust inflation, it's actually not a bad deal.
Yeah, I saw some. I forget if it was Hard Drive or The Onion that said PS5 Pro announces new dildo attachment for Jeff Keighley.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck, man. It's like I remember you tagged me and said like, you know, that's what it was when you said it was $699. I then like was able to take a look at the Sony Direct and saw that shit. I'm like, man, I'm not against the idea of them combining graphics and fidelity, but it ain't worth 700. Well, not even 700. Just to match what you would get out of the PS5 out of the box, it's over 800.
I think even Digital Foundry already made a video on like, so what, like for 700, like for around the same price, like what decent PC like can you make? And it's like, oh yeah, you can make a decent PC for that amount of money.
Yeah, like, I know J2 Cents did make a video. I didn't watch it, but I know it was titled something like that. But like, to give like Digital Foundry this too, I think they also did another video on like what this could mean for like Wukong, like a game like Wukong, like how would it benefit on the PlayStation 5 Pro. Like if it was say 600 maybe, I might consider it, because at that point you could then theoretically sell the PS5 that you may, if you already have one, if you're upgrading, right? And that at least would easily net you over half of the money.
Yeah, but even then, like, it doesn't feel like it's really worth an upgrade.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. But like, that's where I would be a little bit more, okay, let's kind of outweigh the pros and cons of this a little bit. But at 700, it's just an instant no.
Yeah, and like Rebirth is gonna come out on PC, so I'm just gonna wait for it comes out on PC, and I'll play it through there, like with max settings and shit. I already played Rebirth, so I'm like,
well, Let's
Cool.
hope it's a better PC port than the demo was for 16,
Oh,
which
dude,
comes out on PC in just a few days.
I love compiling shaders of the game. I love that. I do love that PC gaming is just that now.
I did really love that. I saw a tweet last night that was a scene from 16 when Sid is interrogating Clive, and it said this scene is about to have more camera angles than any national news coverage the world has ever seen.
And people got mad. People got mad at the 16 port because it like the cutscenes runs at 30 FPS. They're like, "What the fuck? You didn't unlock it on PC?" It's like, nope.
Let me granted it's the console port, but let me introduce you to the PS5 port of Ghost of Tsushima. The cutscenes run at 30, but the game runs at 60. But here's the weird thing: on PS4, if you ran the PS4 version on PS5, all cutscenes run at 60.
Wait, real?
Yeah, it's
so the director's cut runs at 60 gameplay, 30 FPS cutscene. But if you play the PS4 version vanilla on PS5, it runs like everything at 60. Is what I'm hearing.
You can also run the director. There is also a director's cut of the PS4 version, so I'd imagine that one would also be the same as vanilla. But yes.
Wait, there's a director's cut version on PS4.
I'm pretty sure there is.
What the fuck's the point of the director's cut if it's on PS4?
Well, that was one of those games that when they updated it, I think it was like $30, but that would get you the DLC plus the upgrade too. Because I remember complaining about that. Let me look it up. Ghost of Tsushima director's cut.
I think this was the first time. I think this was the first time during this game where I actually did get scared. Actually.
Oh yeah, because like this is like actual horror right here. Like.
Yeah, there is a PS4 port of director's cut. Is this our like first boss battle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boss battle in air quotes. He's just a regular. He's busy fighting our turret at the moment, so it's okay.
You alright? It was time somebody took care of that sick bastard. Make sure you get the key off Steinman and head back to emergency access.
Like going back to the PS4 Pro talk, like
PS4.
The PS5, like the PS5 Pro. Like I got the PS5 Pro a little bit after launch, like after that came out.
You got it?
Yeah, I had the PS4 Pro.
All right, I'll stop being a dick.
But then like, I literally just bought it just to play some games at a better frame rate because that's all I kind of really wanted. And I didn't have a PC by then, so, and that was like the only real reason why I thought of like, yeah, that's worth the money at least.
I got the Spider-Man edition because I had the PS4 Slim, and honestly, between the two, I would have picked the Slim any day of the week because the Pro was kind of like the original, where it sounded like a jet engine depending on the game.
Oh yeah.
The Slim though was quiet, and I miss that.
I need more Eve.
Nose looks terrific, Dr. Steinman. Doctor?
You know, looking at it now, I didn't realize how much her face sags. Scalpel?
Excuse me?
Scalpel.
Doctor, she's not booked for a facelift.
Let's just come in here.
PS5s are generally quiet.
Yeah. I think the only game I've ever ran on it that actually did kind of push it a bit was some parts of 16 and a Plague Tale Requiem.
Oh well, yeah. 16 was like burning like PS5s, which was funny.
But I got so I'm on my second PS5. My original one I got a few months after launch. Had like an error with it where it wouldn't read Blu-ray discs. And when I say Blu-ray discs, I mean like movie stuff. But it would run PS4 games and PS5 games just fine. But after I played a Plague Tale Requiem on it, it basically wanted to kill itself.
Jesus. Thankfully at the moment my PS5 has been fine, so that I could notice that my wife's been using. Nah, she just walked around. Just no, like my wife's been putting more 18 night. Like my wife's been putting way more time on the PS5 than I have. Because it makes sense, because like most of the time, like I don't really play my PS5 as much as you would think.
I'm kind of like this. I'm in this thing where like I do have like a PC that can run a lot of good stuff on it. But there are certain types of games I don't like to run on it. I'd rather just have it on the PS5 because, you know, I just put it in and it plays. Also, I like to collect trophies.
Yeah.
That's a thing I started doing this year.
Hello. I love in-engine cutscenes because you just see the fucking... You just see my turret just flying. You know, there's a joke I can make about this scene right here. Hey girl, do you want some Twitch whispers?
Here, there is another. Use this. Free them from their torment. I will make it to be worth your while. Somehow.
So this is the whole main mechanic with them. You can either harvest them or save them. Why is it L? That's such a weird key. Oh, whatever. We're rescuing them. You just don't get as much of Adam, but that's it.
Yeah, but it's pretty manageable. So.
Thank you.
God, that looks so disgusting.
Yeah, no,
yeah,
like,
like that's uncanny
they
valley
are
shit.
Yeah, their models are fucking. Oh, when you kill them, you just get like a slug, because that's what Adam is. So. It's for holding all those L's. Yeah, you get an L for getting the true ending. Probably do Eve upgrade. And like those are permanent power-ups. So whatever you get from here is like a permanent power-up. Some of them are plasmids, so it all depends. Also, I love that my fonts aren't corrupt, even though this was a fresh install. Like, I just noticed that in there, so great. Right, here we go. Alright. Let's do a save.
Okay, so this game just has save whenever you want.
Yeah, it also has autosaves. I know there's a lot of glitches you can do. So. What was it? I think it's anti-personal rounds. Someone will just go through them, so.
All I can see when I see the Big Daddy now is that one enemy from Jack Baxter 1 in the eco mines that had the drill.
Oh. Ooh. There we go. Yeah, as you see, they just eat bullets. So they just chew through everything you have.
Will they attack you even if you don't attack them or the girl?
No, so as long as you don't engage with them, they don't really bother you. So if you don't feel ready to like tackle them, you can just ignore them. There is a plasmid that lets you control them. That's really good, but other than that, it's not really worth it. Where's our circus of valleys around here? That's fine.
Are you almost back to emergency access? Come through as soon as you get there. You got Ryan's eye now. You won't hear him coming, but he'll be there before you know it.
Oh, okay. I thought he was going to throw something more at me. Telekinesis is also pretty broken because it's literally just enemies sending you stuff. Just send it back.
So it's okay. I was like, it was.
Yeah, telekinesis is great, honestly.
I was so hoping he'd throw it on the ground and blow himself. No, you know what that is? That's the fun. Lord Slug TFS. When he runs back in the building. It's like, yeah, he won't see it this time.
Oh, yeah. I love that one. I never got this one.
Ryan and Adam. Adam and Ryan. All those years of study. Was I ever truly a surgeon before I met them? How we plinked away with our scalpels and toy morality. Yes, we could lop a boil here and shave down a beak there, but could we really change anything? No.
I think the most funny enough, like, other than the hospital here, which is my like the one that I think is the creepiest because like I wouldn't say fear, just uncomfortable with like hospitals and stuff. I think it's Fort Frolic, the one that's the creepiest one.
Yeah, Fort Frolic is pretty creepy.
When we get to it, you just see the whole area is like filled with plaster dolls. And they're the shape of like the splicers, and it looks really fucking creepy.
Yeah, it's really weird.
He's the one who built this place, and he's the one who ran it into the ground. Nobody knows exactly what happened. Maybe he went mad. Maybe the power got to him.
This is where you customize what plasmid you want to have. So.
Oh, okay. Does it cost anything to switch them?
No. So whatever you already own, you can swap whenever you want to. So like, do I have? Yeah, I don't have anything extra of anything. So yeah, like let's just say if I want to get rid of telekinesis, I could just switch back to incinerate. So what's that? But telekinesis is so good. Same thing with electrobolt. Like. Those are the best combos in the game.
I'm curious about one thing about like a speed run for Bioshock. I want to see what the
like the speed runs on these games are fucking broken. Like they're insane.
Yeah, they're pretty fun to watch though.
Yeah. It's like the sequence breaking is so like great.
According to speedrun.com, Bioshock, and this is just the original.
Yeah.
On PC is 25 minutes 16 seconds.
Yeah, so they would have already beaten this game like twice in a row.
Glitchless is 1 hour 21 minutes. All collectibles is 1 hour 12 minutes, and no meter skips is 54 minutes.
You know, we're starting to get different kinds of splicers.
Days go by like wind.
If you go make some food, I'll be right back.
No worries.
Okay.
No, he has a rivet gun this time, so it's not like... Are Sonic tangents allowed? Yeah, go right ahead. Seeing how I just came back from San Francisco, go right ahead. Complain all about Sonic all you want.
Well, if you insist.
There's that one. There's a plasmid right there. Nick, have you tried out the new NBC collection or not yet?
I have. I was playing some Marvel 2 earlier, actually.
Hey.
Yeah. Pretty nice, actually.
I dig it, but I find it weird that it's like a mixture between the Dreamcast and arcade version.
Yeah, that is a little weird.
So it's not
I
like
think I would have just preferred just like the... Honestly, if it was just like the Dreamcast version with all the stuff unlocked, I would have just been happy with that, but...
Yeah, it's like a weird hybrid of like each version. Oh, please don't tell me he's gonna go after me. Oh, thank God. And I'll be taking this. No, my turret! Oh, this is coming from you. Wait, what about Penny's Big Breakaway? I know that game came out, and I saw it was fun. But what's going on with Sonic fans, like, attacking them?
I don't know about Sonic fans attacking, but I heard that they laid off about 6 people today.
Oh, shit.
Why?
Probably didn't do as good as they wanted it to, would be my guess. But that's all, but like, I'm guessing. I just saw like they did lay off some people.
Like, that's a shame, because that game looked fun.
I know my friend Dylan played it.
I also know that it kind of just shadow dropped, so people were, like, surprised when it came out. I accidentally hit Alt. Oh, damn it. Alright, we're good. I was like, no. I fat fingered.
I did see a thing today for. So you mentioned like Sonic fans, just remind me. A Sonic Generations pre-order with a pint glass.
With a what? Like
a pint glass.
Huh. I guess that's.
Now you too can drink with Latinas, just like your friend Shadow the Hedgehog.
It does have shadow on it.
Of course. All it needs is a fresh Mexican beer in it.
Let me find the thing. And from what I'm reading too, I don't know if it's like that the pint itself is or no, it has Sonic on it. Okay. If it has if it's only $48 or if it's like $48 with the glass, but it's in the Discord.
I might get the Sonic Generations collection or Sonic X Shadow Generations, but I'm probably gonna get it on a sale. Because if it's just like Sonic Generations again, just with like a few extra like missions, I'm like, whatever.
I'm absolutely getting it day one.
Like, I've seen enough stuff at this point, I'm kind of like, okay, I'm a little bit more interested, but I want to know how in-depth the Shadow stuff is, because if it's like another Frontiers shit, I'm like, fuck that.
I feel like they should have. I feel like, well, I hope they learned their lesson.
It's Sonic Team, unfortunately, we can say.
Yeah, that's why I hesitated there.
I mean, I want the game to be good. I want to stress that, but it's just that I gotta see how that's gonna control and everything first.
Well, I am gonna get it day one, so I guess I'll let you know.
Because right now the only game in October I have my eye on is the remaster for, well, I say remaster, but the HD 60 FPS version of Master Detective Raincoat, because I'm getting that whole like limited edition of it.
Oh, that would have been bad. There's a lot of games I want to get, but man, do I just not feel like spending a lot of money.
That's me.
We also got the Castlevania collection, like physical announcement, but it's done through fucking limited run. And I'm so tired of limited run.
I feel you, but it's like that's the only way to get it, so.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, cool. You don't want us to pirate games? So you're gonna re-release it? Yeah. What's this, limited run? Oh, okay. I guess you really don't want people to not pirate games.
I mean, I just recently got Bakaru, which is like the game made by the Goemon devs. From what I understand.
Yeah.
It's really good. I'm about halfway through it. I just got done through the first giant robot fight.
I love FOMO of the night.
But after that, my next big game is probably going to be either Epic Mickey or Zelda.
Haunted Castle, on the other hand, hell yeah. And it's enhanced? Wow, Konami, you definitely shouldn't have.
From what I've heard, it's actually a really good enhancement.
I heard that too.
What is?
Haunted Castle.
Oh, I did not play that.
I did buy that collection, but Orb of Ecclesia, which I think I heard was like, I didn't know it was like the last one to be released, but I think I remember hearing like, start with like that one or whatever, because it's like a prequel to one of the games in the collection.
Yeah, I mean, Portrait of Ruin is literally just a sequel to Castlevania Bloodlines.
But I got so fucking fed up when I got to the Medusa heads.
As one does in any Castlevania.
I don't know. Like, I do like some Metroidvanias, but Metroid's like the only one that sticks. Castlevania, I haven't found like one in that formula that I love.
I really like I've played Castlevania 1, 3, and 4, and I have never played. Well, okay, no, I played Symphony of the Night. That's a lie. But other than that, no, I want to play all the other ones that I haven't played. I've not played any of the GBA games. And I am curious to know if I'd like those because they seem like they'd be pretty fun.
So, out of all the Castlevania, like Igavania ones, the Metroidvania ones, the only one that I actually played is just Symphony of the Night. I haven't really played any of the other ones.
I should play. I should replay Symphony of the Night. It's been a while. Still have it on my PS3 actually.
I finally bought it. I bought it physically at TMG, and it was probably my favorite
Yeah,
purchase.
yeah, I saw that.
It wasn't cheap, but
Probably,
you know,
I imagine not. Yeah.
it's like what is like game collecting these days without breaking a few legs of your own.
Yeah, but ever since I finished Astrobot, I decided to check, like, kind of dabble into other PlayStation properties I haven't played, with Horizon being my current focus right now.
Oh yeah, no, I played Bloodlines. I did a whole video on the Castlevania collection, and I played through all of that. Hello, Houdini splicers.
I should have just killed it. Or killed it.
Spooky. The generic fucking Pinaway.
Then I'll let you into the fisheries. Just remember, sonny friend, I smell an ounce of Fontaine on you, and I'll have you in a box. Atlas gives you the vouch, but I ain't turning my eye just on his say-so.
Grown man jumping at ghosts. Fontaine's dead, and everybody knows it. In the ground for months, and half the place still jumping at his shadow. Christ, even Ryan. You never mind all that. We got work to do.
God, I would have loved to have like the Castlevania, was it Adventure Rebirth? That one was actually really good.
Is that one of the PS2 ones, or?
No, that's one of the WiiWare ones.
Okay.
We are still missing. We are still missing the PS2 collection.
You know, I found out. I think it's the fighting game Judge. Is it called Castlevania Judgment or something like that?
Yeah, the one that has like artwork done by
The Death Note artist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually found out because I was looking into that guy a few weeks ago, just kind of like some notable stuff, and I found out that two of his proteges
Fuck it.
Was Yabuki Kentaro, who drew Tsuwaru and Black Cat, as well as apparently the illustrator for the One Punch Man manga.
Really?
Get him, Mr. B.
And that's why telekinesis is kind of broken. Because you can just like, especially with Rosies, they'll start throwing like grenades at you, and you literally can just grab them and yeet them back.
Is it possible to accidentally misfire and kill the little sister?
No, they're immune.
Okay.
Regardless, a little one brings you a gift to demonstrate our appreciation.
I don't know who would buy a collection like that, because the N64 games are not that good. Ooh, Hypnotize Big Daddy. That's good.
I was actually like thinking about it since like we finally also got the Miles Edgeworth Investigations collection recently, and I've been playing that.
I'm so happy about that.
Same.
I love
Even
it.
though I've
I love
already
the French.
played.
I love
Even
the
though I've
French
already
names we
played
got.
both of those games twice now.
I've only played the first one. I never played the ROM hack. No, I take it back. I think I did like the first case when the English version was out, but I don't remember anything of it. But I think that's now every Ace Attorney game minus the Layton game. That's the only one we still don't have on like a modern hardware.
You would be correct.
Well, can't have everything, I guess.
Well, I would like that one because like the game has some issues with its story, but the music is fucking great, and I think Case 4 that is in the top 10 of the games. I have had like a big hankering to replay Dual Destinies.
I love that I love the DLC for that, where it's just like...
Oh, the Orca?
Yeah.
Literally one of the best cases in the whole series, and I'm not even joking.
Yeah. like, I know Dual Destinies has some issues, but I think, and I do think that's probably my favorite game in the series next to 3.
That is like, you and another friend of mine both have that same opinion. I think it's just fun.
Yeah,
I don't hate Dual Destinies like at all, honestly. I don't hate any of those games, but I'm like, yeah, it's good. I don't like it as much as the other games though.
I think for me it was also the first Ace Attorney game that I actually, when I was getting into Ace Attorney, it was around 2012. So I had just like gotten into Ace Attorney, so that was the first like on day release I got it. And I played the shit out of it. Like, I think I'm not even joking. I have like 100 hours in that visual novel, just replaying it so many times.
Damn, over 100 hours in like a visual novel style game? I could never.
Have you ever watched the Ace Attorney movie? The live action one?
I love it.
The live action one?
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good, yeah.
I love how stupid their hair looks.
Oh, my favorite bit was when they throw themselves to the ground when they're trying to do that, like, anime, like, you know...
Yeah, I saw that recently. It's like, what...
If only the Yakuza TV show would be like that.
Well, we don't know. We gotta wait.
Well, they already said that it's not going to be as silly as the game, so I'm just like, why are you making it then?
Seriously.
Like, honestly, no, really, why are you making it then?
Well, if anything, we always had the live action, just like Ace Attorney, we had the live action movie.
What?
To go back
Oh
to.
god, I'm stuck in things. Jesus Christ.
I was talking to someone about the Ace Attorney anime the other day, and like, I remember they were like,
it sucked.
I like the first opening, as like I do not like the animation for it, but I like the song.
That is not an anime. That is not a game series that translates to anime very well at all.
You would think it would be better, like, because it's literally just like, all right, just like animate what happened in the fucking game. But no, they somehow managed to mess up like the second half of the fucking games.
I think it was more that it just felt very cheap. At least that was my interpretation of it.
It's basically the exact same, like, the exact same criticism I have with the Danganronpa anime adaptation, because like, you just don't. There just like isn't any like. You just don't get that sense of like, you know, discovering things for yourself and figuring out like the mystery and everything like that in anime form.
I will say though, the bloopers, if you ever get a chance to listen to those, are fucking hilarious.
Those are really funny. I have seen that.
Oh, so is this a different version of a Big Daddy?
Yeah, this is a Rosie.
Are they just faster than the other ones?
No, they well, they use a different weapon instead of the drill.
They use a different weapon, yeah.
A rivet gun, and that shit hurts like hell.
Yeah, it hurted.
Just use a prox.
Did you get it stuck on the thing?
No, it's a proximity mine, so like it explodes like when they're nearby.
Okay.
Like that. was up with like the Danganronpa anime that was also canon to the game or some shit?
Oh, Danganronpa 3, yeah, End of Hope Speak.
And wasn't that like a prequel to the game or something?
No, well, sort of. They're split up into two different arcs. One of them is called the Despair arc, which takes place before the tragedy happens, and one of them is called the Future arc, which takes place like pretty much after Danganronpa 2. And then there's the Hope arc, and I don't know why they call it that because it's only one episode, which is the last episode. And depending on who you ask, I remember back then, a lot of people really liked that anime. And now if you ask almost anyone, they'll just tell you it's fucking terrible. And I'm someone who's like...
Edging, okay.
Kinda? I mean, it's not very good, but it has some good stuff in it. I think a lot of people are very critical about this because it's literally the thing that's supposed to end the whole series. And the fact that the story is just kind of bad just like rubs people the wrong way, and I kind of understand that, to be honest.
Because like Danganronpa was always like the one, and like I think I remember talking to you about this at TMG. Like Danganronpa, I'm familiar with a little bit, but like not in terms of, I guess, what was supposed to be quote unquote the end. But I've never sat down and like play those games for myself.
I mean, I'm very biased, and I would say that you should sit down and play those games for yourself.
I know. I do have more of a interest in them after playing Tokyo Mirage. Not that fucking
Raincode.
Yeah, Raincode. I don't know why I was thinking of Tokyo Mirage.
What's that other game? That's by Kanako. What's it called?
So if you rescue a little sister, you'll just see Big Daddy's just doing this shit, so you can just ignore them.
Are they just like telling them to come out?
They're just trying to find little sister, yeah.
Let's use the proximity mine on the little live.
Fontaine fellow is somebody to watch. Once he was just a menace to be convicted and hung. But he always manages to be where the evidence isn't. He's the most dangerous type of...
Oh yeah. One thing I did see, I meant to tell you about, Fonz. You remember the quote-unquote magical girl show that came out this year?
Yeah, it's getting a second season from what I saw.
Yeah.
A lot of people tend to not like that show.
I ended up reading the whole manga and caught up with it.
Like, I only know about it because I think you said something about it, and I saw a few tweets about it. But, I don't know anything else about it other than what you've said about it and what I've seen, like, in
it is... Oh, yeah, thank you. It's been a hot minute since I streamed, yeah. So just gonna have to...
Solid Snake didn't give a shit.
Yeah. Yeah, work has been, ew.
It was its anniversary a little while ago, but it really made me want to play Metal Gear Solid 5 again.
I'm afraid it's been 9 years. Oh, I don't have mod fucking thing on it. Oh, whatever. How do I just, Hell yeah, I can invite them. I love how, like, I got no mod powers in my own fucking stream. Where do I look? Ugh, whatever. I don't know. Just spam chat so it'll look at my phone, I guess. I need to fix this again. There we go. Cool. I know MGS 5 turned 9. It just makes me feel old.
Yeah, considering I still have my PS4 copy too.
Ever since I figured out how to make your own customs in that game, I have to play the PC version.
I have my my special edition Japanese copy of MGS5 with a full size prosthetic arm.
Dog.
I love this shit. Down you go. All right. Thank you for the sub, Triforce. Did you know? I hate that. So in Pokemon Go, my strongest Pokemon is a Vaporeon, and I did name it Did You Know? Because I got really like mad at it. It's like, why are you my strongest Pokemon? It's like,
You
fuck
just
it.
leave it. You just leave it at a gym, and then everyone could just see what you've named your Vaporeon.
Is that Fallen Chungus meme? It was like,
I'm gonna name my Vaporeon Winky Face.
It's like, you know, for those who know, you know. Vaporeon was the reason for Arcane from Rivals of Aether to exist. Huh.
Wait, really?
I wouldn't be surprised. I will say though, like back to the quick MGS5 tangent. I love that like the I think it's TikTokers have been like gaslighting Metal Gear fans to thinking that Duran Duran's Invisible is part of the game.
What?
Yeah. I find it funny because that song's actually pretty good, but
that is kind of funny actually.
I hear explosions. I mean erosions. Thank God I have that hacking perk that gives me health after each hack, because fuck.
You know, I don't imagine we're too far off from the release date, like an actual release date announcement, but like for MGS3 Delta, but we still haven't seen much gameplay of it.
So we got like 10 seconds max of gameplay so far. And it's Metal Gear Solid 3, and it looks running on like Unreal Engine 5.
Yeah, they don't need to show me gameplay. I'm already buying it. Don't.
I think I'm legally forced to buy it, knowing my.
Yeah, at this point you are.
It's literally like my 5th favorite game. It's literally like my 5th favorite game.
Well, the thing is with Fonz that I helped get the collector's edition for it, and Target loves reminding me because I swear it's like every other fucking week, and it's okay for the record. It's just that it just happens all the fucking time the last 2 weeks. They keep saying we're putting a $219 charge on your card. And we're not charging you, but we got to make sure the money's there. I'm like, stop it.
Watching
It was not the first Metal Gear game that I played. That was still 2 because my uncle gave me Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 because he didn't play video games anymore. But that was the game where I was like, damn, I really wish I had this Metal Gear Solid 1 right about now.
Watching so John's been streaming MGS2. He started a couple weeks ago.
Based.
And I hopped in chat, and I've been guiding him because, like, I know a lot more stuff of MGS2 than the common person. So I gaslit him to, like, well, I made him touch the poster's vagina to get an alert. That was fun.
I thought if I saw that streamer, I thought it was because he was knocking on the locker, and that's what alerted the guards.
No, so if you knock on the poster's vagina, it'll do an instant like alert.
Oh, okay.
Then I started saying things that like sound believable that could happen in Metal Gear, and then he believed me. I think I said like if you look at the urinal long enough, it'll like it'll eventually melt, and like there's no urinal cake.
I guess I don't entirely blame them, to be honest.
But watching John also like anger me has been fun. Oh god, I got fucking wrecked there.
I think the one time I was kind of like I was the most in that like, no, don't do that. You're doing it right. You're doing it right. Was when I was watching Jen play the end of Ace Attorney 2 when you can't fuck up or else you just lose.
Oh.
And I was like, no, it's the tape. It's the tape. But I wasn't saying it. I was just like, please don't fuck up.
Yeah, I was eternally screaming, and I was eternally screaming in my head too when that part happened. Yeah. But like, I wanted Jennifer to figure it out for herself. So I didn't say
when she said, "I think I should reload my save," I'm like, "No."
Has Jen not played the other Ace Attorneys, or did she only just play one?
We're on Ace Attorney 3 right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I unfortunately it's been during my raid time, so I haven't been able to watch as much as I want.
Like I casually hop in because I love Ace Attorney, so I just enjoy hearing friends talk about it. So.
Me too.
I'm also one of the weird people that played it on the Wii the Wii.
Same. That's
Wii
how I got
Record.
into the
That's
series.
how I played them. Actually,
that's how I got into it.
Yeah, me too.
I remember when you had to spend it was either 100 or 500 points to get the DLC episode than the DS version on the WiiWare.
Yeah, to get the Athena special episode.
Emma.
Oh yeah, my bad.
All good.
It's been so long, so like people are just exploding in front of me. Oh right, that thing.
Actually, speaking of like Athena, I was thinking about like her objection theme and like thinking, man, this might be my favorite objection theme in the series. Like, it's either that one or the one from Layton versus Phoenix Wright.
Apollo Justice is for me, to be honest.
That's in my top 3 in terms of pursuit themes. I love the pursuit theme from Apollo.
Apollo Justice, I think, just has my favorite soundtrack.
It's up there for me. For me, it's Dual Destinies, then probably the first game, and then Apollo.
I love that Phoenix's Apollo outfit, his third outfit, where has the where he's in college. Like, I love that
he's got the hat. Where he's got the hat and the sweatshirt on.
Yeah, I love that. That's like a costume in MVC.
I really like how the fan base calls that Daddy Phoenix.
I actually had a this was years ago. I used to have a beanie that was his hat from Apollo Justice that had like the huge pin on it and everything. It was like a really good, well-made beanie. I used it for years, but I don't know where I ever put it at.
I really want that beanie, to be honest.
Yeah, it was on Etsy. It was like a long time ago though. Hell, even at my very first like anime con, I cosplayed as Phoenix Wright.
Sweet.
We got ammo. Alright. I hear another Big Daddy, so let's pray to God that he actually has like a kid with him.
Out of context, that's just horrible.
Yeah, I know. I'm well aware. It's
Kat,
fine.
what do you mean by that?
Like,
it sounded like the toilet flush from Duke Nukem.
oh yeah, I wanted to play Duke Nukem Forever, but I have a bad feeling that
it was Duke Nukem Forever.
Well, no, I don't think that that game will be allowed to be streamed because all the nudity in that game.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that game on PC?
Yeah, it's on PC.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It's a very mediocre FPS.
Yeah, I remember when it came out, it was touted as like one of the games that was the longest in development, but I think that's been beaten now. I forget though what beat it.
I think 15.
No, I don't think it was 15. There, let me look it up. I like how I typed in what game took the longest to make and Duke Nukem Forever came up, but I could have sworn, like I said, the record was broken.
Yeah, because it's it was 12 years for Dick Nukem.
Final Fantasy 15 was 10 years.
Okay, so close.
Let's see. Okay, yeah, this list ain't accurate. It listed Metroid Dread at 16 years. I'm like, no, that game was not in development for 16 years.
I need photos with Spider-Man.
Yeah, it... No, the game didn't come out in 2004.
But he is strong.
Alright, fellas, I actually am gonna get going. I'm supposed to be going somewhere tonight.
Alright, thank you for joining me.
Yeah, no problem. Maybe if I get back, I'll come back in, but it was fun. I really love Bioshock, and I love watching it, so...
I'll probably... We're hitting 2 hours, so I'll probably play for 1 more hour, or call it the next big area.
Okay.
So.
Well, I mean, either or. I mean, I will definitely try to join next time, too. So.
Yeah. I'll give you a heads up when I'm going to stream, then.
Sweet. Okay, bye, guys.
Alright, take care, Nick.
Okay.
Star Citizen count? Maybe.
According to DualShockers.com, Dwarf Fortress had a development of 17 years. It started all the way back in 2006 and would officially be released in 2022.
God, I forgot about Dwarf Fortress.
Duke Nukem was 14 years, though, so if there's anything that's gone beyond that, then that's what the winner would be.
I don't really need that. I remember when I got Duke Nukem Forever on PS3, and I thought it was fine. I did not get the DLC, but now that I got it on PC, I did get the DLC. Like, I'm willing to play it. Like, I remember it's just a generic FPS, so it's like... I'm not too concerned about it.
I just never had any interest in Duke Nukem.
I used to play the old Duke Nukem 3D back in the day, because we had it on PC.
So growing up, I was just like, we just had like the humongous entertainment stuff, so like your Pajama Sam's, Putt Putt, Freddy Fish, all that. That's as much as my entire PC went.
Would fan games count?
I mean, I guess that's technically true. I generally stick though with like official release stuff, but that's just me.
Yeah.
If things weren't bad enough, things that even our water system spray a leak. Yep, that's right. Irrigation. You have the research.
There actually was a fan hack of Metroid Other M I wanted to try out a while back.
Take the man's pictures and let's get the hell out of this place.
I forget what
was that fan game? Like AM2R?
That's the one for Metroid 2, but this one basically took Metroid Other M and kind of like redid some stuff. It put music into the game, and just did some general fixes, I think, to where you could play it with like an actual controller all the time without having to do the Wii Remote pointing at the screen bullshit.
Other M Maximum Edition?
Yeah, that was it. Because, like, story aside, gameplay-wise, Other Rim's not a bad game. I don't go back to it often nowadays, but I like to pick it up every few years.
One of my stream plans is to actually try out like other Metroid games that I haven't played. Because the only ones I played was Super Metroid on Super Nintendo, and then Zero Mission are the only two that I fully completed.
Oh, okay. I would highly recommend Dread. Dread is like probably my favorite one next to Prime. Because I thought that Zero Mission is also really good. So that was a solid one.
Like I know they're all on, like most of the old ones are on NSO, so.
My problem is that there's just not really a good controller to use with them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the Pro controller is a great controller, but playing like that kind of game at least is not very comfortable. Because when I was playing Metroid Fusion, I had the Hori Split Pad Pro thing, and that helped mitigate it a little bit, but it still just didn't feel right. I feel like on OG that's one of the few times I'd say on OG hardware that would actually probably feel better.
I love that I'm spending most of this stream just literally just hacking.
Hacker man.
Literally, I mean, that's what you're doing most, like, time spent most here.
I remember that was like probably a big percentage of my build for when I played Cyberpunk.
Just
like a hacking netrunner build with like emphasis on sniper rifles and silent pistols. I was gonna go back to replay that game to do like a melee build this year, but I just haven't. Right now I'm watching Edge Runners again though with a friend, and he's really been enjoying it.
I need to watch it. I never watched it.
Oh, it's insanely good. Like I don't even just say that as a fan of the game, like because I watched the anime before I even played the game.
Yeah.
But the anime is just solid 10 out of 10 to me.
Every time I think of Edit and Eddie, I think of the skateboarding one because I actually bought that.
Oh, the Flash game? The Flash
game?
Yeah, I remember that was free, dude. That game was so much fun.
I forgot how much money my parents wasted on that, but I remember, like, playing it.
I remember when it did go, you had to actually pay to play it, and I was like, man, I'm not going to convince my folks to let me buy this.
Yeah.
Because hell, as a kid in RuneScape, all I had was the free worlds. I couldn't do the membership. I think for one time during my birthday, I got like a 2-month membership. Talking about NNA though, I think one of my most quoted things from like any cartoon is I forget the episode it's in off the top of my head, but I know that it's like Eddie says to Ed, "Where'd you come from?" Because he just pops out of nowhere. He's like, "Blame my parents, Eddie."
Oh.
And like that just works in so much context because like when you join a Discord, you don't say anything for a while.
I mean, that's back in the day when cartoons made the adult jokes.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I'm waiting for that game to come out, so I'm like,
which one?
Scrounger. Dead Rising.
I forget, is that one being handled by Capcom, or is it...
No, I think it's confirmed to be a different, like, a different studio.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't mean to take a photo. whatever. Fucking leadheads. Game Boy, what is your history with this game?
I only played the second one.
Really?
Yeah, it was fine. I only played it and beat it once, but it was a long time ago, so I don't remember much.
Mm-hmm.
But I enjoyed what I played.
Okay.
You get a drill in the second one.
Yeah.
Because you play as the daddy. Kinda.
No, yeah, you play as one.
Rosenberg is demanding to speak about this Fontaine business. I'm trying to build a proper financial market, and this idiot keeps going on about this genetic modification, that. I'll go spend an hour pretending to pay attention to the poor fellow. Be home as
Okay, this camera just didn't see me at all. I'm not complaining, but like it's just like, all right.
I don't know why I just imagined it with the bug voice from TFS. It's like, who the fuck are you?
Hey Vegeta, remember when that bug made you your bitch?
That episode, like in the first of the season of TFS, like has a few good ones, but I always just like the bug people in terms of like, we'll erect a statue in your honor. Out of the fire, done. Curses wood.
Right. Okay. Right. Refill. Also, apparently the DLC got leaked for everything got leaked for Sparking Zero.
Yeah, I did find the video of it, but it's your typical kind of like Smash Brothers cell phone fucking video, and I'm like, okay, I don't.
Oh, so it's one of those ones.
Yeah.
I heard the characters who are there, and I'm like, don't worry, I won't spoil anything, but I'm like, okay, it's Dragon Ball. What is really there to spoil?
Yeah. Or that people won't just put in mods for and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, the game looks good. I'll give it that. Like, it's definitely improved over time, but it's still not even like a game I'm gonna buy like day one.
Yeah.
Like, the one thing I am interested in it is that what if scenario, like creator thing you can do. It's like you can make it to be like, what if, like, Goku lost to Raditz or some shit.
All the YouTube what ifs are gonna have a fucking field day.
Oh, I'm looking forward to the Supersonic Warrior sequel that that I never got to play.
I love just seeing the Yamcha just always getting hit by
that one attack by Omega.
Yeah, just
check out my extra large spirit bomb. Boom.
Huh?
Yo, actually, speaking of like GT, I don't mean to keep bringing them up, but TFS did just finish up their GTFS, the commentary they were doing on it.
Hey,
and
that's good.
They are doing super.
Oh god.
AKA, I hope you're ready for the first 48 episodes being nothing but the first 2 movies.
What if Cell 8 hit? What if Goku had a threesome with Hit and Jiren?
Did you ever play Dragon Ball Z Supersonic Warrior? It was on the GBA.
No, the only ones I played on GBA were the Legacy of Goku games.
So the way that game worked was, it would give you you had like the general story of Z, but then you would unlock each character, and they had like their own scenario that would go through the series. So like if you play Goku, mainly replaying the entire scenario, but then you had one where Krillin ended up defeating Frieza because he learned how to use the Spirit Bomb or something like that. You had one where Gohan took over. You had one where Piccolo became like the new Guardian of Earth. But how it happened was kind of like really what the fuck. He fuses with Kami like in the original, and then he brings King Piccolo back to life, and then absorbs him, his own dad, and then he kills Majin Buu.
What the fuck?
Like there was some like quirky stuff once. I think my favorite one was Gotenks, which was just played for laughs because it's in the part where he's trapped in the hyperbolic time chamber with Boo when he turns Super Saiyan 3, and he does an attack to get out of the dimension, and so he goes to like the past where Frieza, kills Cell, like, and then it ends with him killing Boo. It also had a pretty good remix for Child Echelon too, from what I remember.
I do love that the Budokai games like did a proper 3D remake of the Dragon Ball Z intros.
I think only Budokai 1 did that. That to my recollection.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was just only one.
I think Budokai 3 did some cutscenes for the anime parts of Dragon Ball, but that's about it.
Nobody watched Dragon Ball. I heard Stephanie, the original voice of Goku, Stephanie Ality, is coming back to voice Kid Goku and Daima.
Which honestly, thank God, because she is, in my opinion, still the best of the Kid Goku like voices, and I still prefer her screams over Colleen's and like Kai and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I actually had the chance to meet her. I think it was this year. The only thing I'm a little bit worried about is that she's gotten a lot older since she did the Teen Gohan, Super Saiyan 2 scream. And I don't know how that's going to translate to that, depending on how much action Daima has. But no, she can still do the voice just fine.
Like I'm also in the camp where like I don't mind Colleen, but like I grew up with Stephanie Natalie as my Kid Goku, so it's just what I'm used to.
So the first time, like her as Gohan, I've kind of just been like, oh, she's fine,
Yeah.
But Kid Goku, when I heard her in Kakarot in the 23rd Martial Arts Tournament DLC, it just didn't sound right. It felt like this. It's too much sounding like Gohan in that regard, or just Luffy.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was just the direction or anything like that, because I'm sure she could make the voice work, because Colleen is a very good voice actress, but there's just something about it that didn't sit right with me in Kakarot.
What are you? Cool. Extra damage. Hello, Rosie. I need more of you.
I don't know why I'm getting reminded of this. You remember that episode of Futurama where they go back to Roswell, New Mexico?
Yeah.
And there's that photographer who goes like, UFO, when he takes a picture, it's like a Loch Ness monster.
Oh yeah, it's every other fucking cryptid, yeah.
What the hell? What's she doing? She's like jutting back and forth.
He's like, what are you doing to all of my organs? And then like they rebuilt Bender, he's a UFO.
That's not a UFO, that's my ass. I didn't grow up with The Simpsons, but I did grow up with Futurama.
I've been watching a lot of Simpsons clips recently. And it's mostly just because of like Twitter videos that I've seen.
I think my favorite one is it's I don't know what episode it's from, and I don't know the full context, but it's Marge and Homer naked, and they are in like a hot air balloon or something like that, and Homer falls out, and he hits like the glass church. And it's like, look at his wonderful sky, the priest is saying, and then you just hear Homer's ass screeching on the glass, and then he's like, no, eyes on the floor, eyes on the floor.
I think one of my favorite ones is like, I think it's Mrs. Lovejoy talking to. It's either Mrs. Lovejoy or it's like Maud before she died, and she's talking to, I think, Percival Skinner. And she's like, "We're talking about sex in front of the childeren," and then Krusty's like, "The sex cauldron. I thought they closed that thing down."
Oh, I did see the one clip. I don't. It's Skinner like waving the finger in the crowd. They say the finger means taxes.
Yeah. Another one that came to my mind because of a Metal Gear video. It's I know you can read my mind, Bart. It's like that one. It's like, that's right. Like, right. That's right, Bart. Like, your ass is mine. That's right. I think words I would never say. I know you can read my thoughts, boy. Meow 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 meow.
I know I've heard that reference somewhere. I just don't remember. Like, I have heard that reference like in another thing, so now I know it's from Simpsons.
Yeah, I was like, I know you can read my thoughts, boy. Alright, cool. I got all the I got all the ones here. Oh.
You can't take it from me, Ryan!
I don't know why I'm getting reminded of Arkham City. When, before you meet Mr. Hammer, you'd be, like, underground.
Yeah. Before they do anything.
Yeah. When they're tormenting that doctor.
I love how all the people you save in Batman Arkham City just dies, like, later.
It's a shame that game, like, over time has just gotten more annoying to play on, like, even, at least in my experience, it's more annoying to play on PC because of, like, the NVIDIA, like, shit they really coded, at least, there's something about it where it just doesn't launch right correctly on PC sometimes, and, the Arkham remaster for the Arkham City specifically was fucking dog shit.
Okay, another plasmid slot. I don't feel like I need anything.
Get that one.
Damn.
I don't know why this made me laugh.
The warp rat didn't get himself that. You got something from me and my crew? Or are you just looking to get criticized? You set here a spell. I needs to sip on some coffee. Maybe put on silverware and the like.
Before you head into the fisheries, a word to the wise. Old PG seems about as straight as a dog's hind leg. You keep your eyes open.
Nobody walks into my swampy carrying the heat. Put your weapons in the pneumo, and then I'll let you in.
I don't need that, so I'll just...
If that's his price,
We'll do. Yeah, we should be fine. All right.
Okay. Looks like the Overlord movie came out in Japan today.
There's a lot of anime that I need to sit down and watch.
Mm-hmm.
Like this season really nothing really caught my interest.
Watch Isla, man. I can't stress enough how good that show is.
Like, what's it about?
So it's about this girl from Russia.
Oh,
So
okay, all right, yeah, all right. Now I know which one. All right.
yeah, it's like that is probably my favorite show I've watched this year. That's the show that I'm trying to get the light novels on that I messaged you about because I cannot find volume 2 and 4 anywhere, even online. It's like no one is selling it.
I love the memes, but man, I'm kind of sick and tired of just seeing people like get it incest. And I know it's not just that, but like that's like a lot of people that just reference it.
I think at least so far in the show, I take it more as that the sister is a major, like, stereotypical, like, weeb kind of character. So they really play into that. So she's more, like, I could be dead wrong on this, but so far there's not been, like, no, I love my brother, like, an actual, you know, I want him to, like, be my boyfriend or some shit like that.
Yeah. Oh, cool. There we go.
But that's that show this season. I've just been watching That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. But that's also because I read the books too.
Is there more things in here that I remember? So yeah, that was supposed to be a boss, by the way.
What, you just open the door and close it on him?
No, I just literally just stood in front of him and just hit him with my wrench. I'm telling you, dude, the wrench is pretty OP.
So it's the Halo 1 pistol.
Yeah, you could say something like that.
You know, I actually came across like that old AGDQ run, the infamous Halo 1.
Oh.
And I watched I forget the name of the user. It had something Frog in his name because Moist Critical did a video on it recently. So I actually sat down and watched the video where this guy who's like a Halo speedrunner casually breaks down like how wide like that run is so bad. It's pretty interesting. Actually, speaking of that, apparently the Rixer, that's his name, who used to be a big Jack 3 speedrunner, he's been working on a documentary series going over like the history of that game. And part 8 is going to be over like an hour long. Although, rest in peace, his effort the other day, he said he recorded about an hour's worth of commentary, but it used his PS5 microphone.
Oh, okay, I see. I'm guessing he had it connected and it just like used that as a microphone. Yep.
And I just sent him a tweet saying, "Well, at least you got to give Astrobot a sneak peek at it."
What gun should we upgrade?
Upgrade Johnny McBang?
Let's see. We'll do pistol damage. Just how dumb it looks.
It just looks like it's got duct tape, like yellow tape on it.
You're not too far off. Yeah, that's the way out, if I recall.
I always do like it though when when you do upgrade like your weapon like that, it is reflected on the model itself of the weapon.
Yeah.
I think my favorite interpretation of that is probably Tomb Raider, because in the reboot trilogy, it just looks like fucking ridiculous. You got like 2 clips on an AK-47 taped together.
I love the that's just the Patriot from MGS3. It's always just like, I think it's just like an XIM4 or some gun like that, and it's like all it has is just like, well, it's a whole barrel. It just means infinity.
I was actually thinking of platinuming Snake Eater a few days ago.
It's not too hard.
I looked it up, but apparently the Master Collection added 1 trophy that most of the trophy guides I've looked at say like it's like a 3 out of 10 difficulty, which that's fine. It just means, you know, get all the collectibles, don't kill anyone, don't get alerts, you know, standard shit. But one of them was then get Foxhound, so I looked up how to do it, and it was, you had to play the game on like extreme difficulty and beat it in under 5 hours. And okay, and I'm like, nah, no thanks.
Yeah, it's one of those. Thankfully, I think getting the platinum for Metal Gear Solid 1 isn't too bad.
Oh, most games that have like a difficulty tied platinum to them, like you have to beat the game on this difficulty, I typically try to get away from that, because ever since I did Dragon Quest XI's, that one, like the super boss, like the extra challenge of that game, just broke me in a way. And I think the last platinum I did where I had to beat the game on like a specific difficulty was Shadow of the Tomb Raider also.
Is that everything? It's like, look for a hint if you're stuck. Hell yeah, shit ton of money. And they don't stack if you don't? Oh, God. Yeah, the Kingdom Hearts collection on PS3 was ass with that. Specifically just the PS3, because I think the PS4 version fixed the stack, like the, you can actually stack trophies. Did I drop anything? No. Oh, is there someone here? Oh, someone was alive here. I can't believe it. That's funny. Yeah, I think that's everything. I'm, like, speaking of trophies, I'm just glad I got the Bladder of Steel, like, finally done and over with. Because that's just one, like, thing I always wanted to do. Fuck me.
Sorry about that. I'm not sure why my fucking Ethernet just went out. My Wi-Fi is still going though.
Yeah, you're coming in way louder now.
Yeah, it's because I switched to mobile. I'm gonna go restart it. I was just trying to say that I don't like doing difficulty-related trophies. Before I got
but yeah, your internet said no after that.
Yeah. All I said was, yeah, the last game I did that for was Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and it was like, no, you will not. Ugh, fuck.
It's like, oh, how bad could it be?
You got it. Should be smooth sailing from here. I'll meet you up ahead.
Well, I'll probably just do Smuggler's Hideout, then call it, because we're almost like to a an actual big point.
Yeah.
Bright lights.
I'm right outside the submarine bay, but I can't get in. I need you for that. My family can't be more than 100 yards away.
God. I like how people are gaslighting themselves, thinking that Shadow the Hedgehog is a good game. Like, what the fuck?
Okay.
Like, why?
When did this happen? When did this happen?
Because you know, people are hyped for the new Sonic game, so they're like, oh yeah, no, like Shadow wasn't that bad. It's
like, in terms of just overall control, I thought it was better than Heroes. A bit bad. If we're talking just as a pure game, fuck no.
It's okay though, because I grew up with it, and that means the game is good.
I grew up with it too. Hell, when I was a kid, I was gonna do like all 300 whatever fucking endings, and I got it like a third of the way through doing it.
Who's crazy enough to do that? Probably John, if you give him enough money. He already got all the endings, so I'm not surprised. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he would like do that for a trophy.
You know what? Honest to God, if they did it, I would probably consider doing it if they reported Shadow, which they won't. But now the one I'm gonna feel sorry for him doing, if he does do it, is gonna be Forces. Forces is it ain't good in terms of platinuming or getting all the achievements.
I just heard the game isn't good at all.
It's not, but what makes that one so bad is there's a trophy where you have to get 50,000 rings. And it's like, I hope you're like replaying the same stage over and over and over again.
He's planning to unleash.
It's
S rank all side missions. What the fuck?
Well, that's about typical for Sonic, because that shit's been happening. I mean, it wasn't S rank back then, but that was even happening in SA too.
If you press that button, you'll learn what it means to truly be my enemy.
I don't remember if SA1 had whatchamacallit, rankings.
Like rankings?
Alright, I just reset the internet, so...
Like,
yeah.
you say rankings?
Like, I know
like...
it has, like, Mission A... Yeah, rankings. I don't know if it has... I know it has, like, Mission A, B, and C and shit. But I don't know if there's rankings tied to it.
It had emblems, but, like, the only ranks you would be, like, get an A rank or get an A rank in, like, certain, like, missions.
Hmm. Well, I'm hoping my internet comes back on. I just reset it, so I just gotta wait for the modem to catch everything. Oh, okay. I think we're back.
Hey,
Let me... Yeah, there we go. Hold on, jumping back to the... What happened? I just hurt my LSD.
They're everywhere. I can't hold them. Got to fall back. Get me family out, and we'll regroup as soon as we can.
This is a very important scene. Alright, give me a second. I need to, like, hack everything, so... Hello, beautiful.
Oh, did you get that electric upgrade that you talked about earlier?
Yeah, so anytime like I get hit, like
They go
I like to catch them on fire, thank you. Christ. Water in the fire.
He's gonna say it. Flame on.
He's gonna say, what? Yeah, we thought we knew him. Guess not. What the fuck is shooting me? Oh, these fuckers. Yeah, I know we're in a hurry, but I need to get loot.
Oh, is this section time?
No, not really. It sounds timed because of the like the suspenseful music, but it isn't.
Yeah.
Spent the morning jawing with that crowd scientist.
Right, tonight is Friday the 13th.
Just like all those chumps they scraped out of them prison camps.
You know what that means? I get, did the bite of 87 happen on Friday the 13th?
I do not know.
Is there a specific date for the bite of 87? We just know it happened in 87.
Yeah, we just know it happened.
Oh shit, we lack information. We'll get the bite of 87. When you eat the little sister, are you biting them during the 87?
Well, this is 64, so.
Oh damn. Where's the Bioshock prequel? Where's Bioshock 0?
I think that would be infinite.
Oh, but that's in the sky, not in the water. That's not.
The DLC, in the DLC, you go back here, or you go here.
Oh, I don't count DLC. That's like tacked on content.
The Irish pork pie offered me a deal. I flip him Fontaine and I walk out of here. That simple. How do I know that fat fuck isn't Fontaine's guy? How do I know they're not all Fontaine's guy? Fontaine's got Adam, and everybody wants
Fontaine.
a lot of talk in a nice suit. Even down here, any idiot can see which way the wind is blowing.
Whenever I hear though Fontaine, I think of Harlan Fontaine from LA Noire, the doctor in that.
Oh yeah.
It's like, well, Courtney, this mind is very troubled.
I'll probably call it here. Arcadia is a pretty big place, so like, I'll probably just call it here. Because this one's a lot of back and forth in a small area, so. Is anyone streaming or anything, so we can raid him after?
I don't know anybody in your list of raid targets, so.
Yeah.
My friend Haru's streaming Splatoon 3.
Yeah, sure. They sound fine to raid.
You want me to find like a random person who's streaming
Bioshock? Nah.
I did that the other day with Spyro.
Oh really?
Dude was nice. I just saw him speedrunning Spyro 3. I'm like, hey, I'm just playing New Beginning.
Let's see who is. All right, let's see who is playing Bioshock. We got some people. We have a VTuber doing that. PNG PingaTuber.
Oh shit! And we know them because we watch VTubers.
Yeah.
That's how it works, right?
I think. Oh, they're finishing up the game. All right, yeah, sure. We can go bother them, I guess.
At the beginning of the game. Now let's send you to the end.
It's like for real. All right. Yeah, sure. We'll go raid them. I don't know. Say hello or something.
Say goodbye, actually.
Yeah, true. I should. All right. Well, good night, everybody. I'm tired.
Good night.
One of my friends actually got raided by like a big streamer because they were